Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. Following up on our Western journey, my second Clint Eastwood 4K review is the Outlaw Josie Wales. Now let's get into it. Before Clint Eastwood became a cinematic icon of moral ambiguity, the outlaw Josie Jones Wales defined him as a man caught between vengeance and reluctant compassion. Released in 1976 and directed by Eastwood himself, the film is both a revenge of the Western and a meditation on survival, identity, and redemption. And now, in its 4K HD release, it returns with the visual depth and emotional sharpness it deserves. Eastwood plays Josie Wales, a peaceful Missouri farmer who transforms into a hardened fugitive after Union Red Lakes brutally murder his wife and child during the Civil War. What makes Josie such a compelling character is how Eastwood charts his evolution, not through dramatic speeches but through actions. At first, he is driven by rage, joining a band of Confederate riders, but as he is hunted down, he begins collecting compassion: an old Cherokee man, a spirited settler woman, a mute boy, and with each of them, a part of Josie's humanity returns. Eastwood's portrayal is restrained yet deeply expressive. In fact, he lets silence linger. His hardened glare holds loss and growing weariness. This is not a man who enjoys killing. It's a man who learned to live with it. The film's standout supporting role is Chief Dan George as Loni Wati, a Cherokee elder who provides wisdom, humor, and a moral anchor for Josie. George's presence lightens the tension and gives the film its soul. His quiet observations and a matter-of-fact storytelling make him one of the most memorable companions in any Western. Sondra Locke as Laura Lee also brings dignity and depth to a character that could have been written off as background. Instead, she becomes a quiet symbol of hope, giving Josie a chance to choose healing over hate. One of the film's most powerful scenes comes late in the journey, when Josie is covered in dust and blood, walks into a town full of enemies and stares them down, not with bravado, but with tired resolve. The film doesn't glorify violence, but it never shies away from the pain it causes. In fact, Josie Wales is about the cause of vengeance. What do you become when the killing is all that's left? Eastwood's direction shows remarkable control. He allows the camera to linger on quiet moments: the wind through the trees, a horse's hooves in shallow water, a bullet hitting the dirt. Now, these aren't fillers, they are mood, weight, silence between decisions. The cinematography by Bruce Surtees is rich in earth tones, capturing wide open spaces of the post-war South and West with grit and poetry. It's visually rugged but never messy. And Jerry Fielding's score matches the tone, low, mournful, occasionally rising into stirring crescendos, but mostly sitting in the background like an old tale being retold by firelight. The 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release breathes new life into this classic. Sourced from a new 4K scan, the 2160p presentation restores fine detail in Eastwood's face, weather terrain, and intricate costuming. HDR10 greatly enhances the visual depth, particularly during sunset-lit shootouts and foggy mornings and fire-lit interiors. Shadows are more nuanced here, and natural light is beautifully preserved. It feels like a film made in the dirt and smoke of history, not just projected on screen. Now, the audio also has been upgraded with a Dolby Atmos mix that gives the film an expansive soundstage without drowning in artificial polish. Gunshots are echoed naturally, hooves thunder from one side of the room to another, and the Fielding music fills the space with emotional textures. For purists, the original mono track is also included, honoring the film's theatrical sound. There are other bonus features in the disc, and they are thoughtful, essential actually. The audio commentary by the film historian Richard Schickel provides a rich context of Eastwood's insights: an outlaw and an anti-hero, a new feature that explores Josie's unique character arc. The cinematography of The Outlaw, a highlighting of Bruce Surtees' contribution to the film's tone. Another bonus is the Clint Eastwood's West, a broad look at how Eastwood reshaped the genre. Eastwood in action, behind-the-scenes footages of Eastwood's directing process, Hell Hath No Fury, the making of the Outlaw Josie Wales, a vintage documentary with the cast crew interviews. It also includes Clint Eastwood, a cinematic legacy, reinventing westerns, covering his directorial legacy. Together with these extras, they turn the package into both a historical document and celebration of one Eastwood's most layered performances. Now, in conclusion, The Outlaw Josie Wales isn't just a western. It's a reflection on pain, people, and the possibility of change. Eastwood gives one of his most memorable performances, supported by unforgettable characters and striking direction. And with this 4K release, the film gains new clarity, not just visually, but emotionally. Now, whether you're a long-time fan or a newcomer, this edition is definitely a way to ride Josie Wales, a man haunted by war, saved by those who choose to walk beside him. Now, this movie is a must-watch.